Hey guys, I'm Devin DeLima. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video. If you're seeing it, it's a small little miracle. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm in a funk. By the way, you can keep seeing my cat over here. He's just here, keeping me company. I'll be honest, I've been really kind of depressed over these last few weeks, and I don't know why. I can't point to one thing or one reason. There's just a lot of changes that are going on in my personal life right now that I just am having a hard time dealing with. And I even had this whole idea of posting a video and kind of turning it into something bigger and better, which I might end up doing eventually, about what depression looks like. It was a lot more well produced than this one, obviously. I had a lot of different ideas for it. And it just doesn't feel right. It would have felt right had it not been what happened today. As some of you guys might know, if you follow the news at all, the lead singer of Linkin Park today of me filming this, committed suicide. Chester Bennington, and that's just, I don't know why. It's really affecting me. And it's really affecting me to see a lot of content creators online and musicians all over the world just saying things such as, well, this is kind of what happens when you're a creative person. You are someone who is very aware of your own demons and your own darkness, and you're constantly trying to fight them off, and sometimes you lose, and sometimes you see the darkness. And as a creative person myself, that mentality genuinely scares me. I don't know. I think I'm scared of losing myself to that darkness, because I do know that it is true to a certain extent. I've talked about it before in past videos, but I've dealt with a lot of demons in my own life, from self-mutilation to intense anxiety to the fact that I even did like an outpatient program at one point, and I dealt with just a lot of weird things in my life. And I grew up with a brother who was terminally ill, and he passed away last year. And I'm not saying any of this to sound like, oh, you know, my life is so bad and that's why I'm depressed. I think that it doesn't matter. Your life can be quote unquote perfect, and it doesn't matter. Clearly, people who are the most successful in their fields, who are phenomenally successful in their fields, are not exempt from mental illness. I don't know. I'm just feeling really out of it. I'm feeling really weird. I want to put up a video. I wanted to produce a video. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And I think I had to kind of go with my heart on this one, unfortunately. I will probably make that depression video at some point, probably when I'm a little bit more out of my own funk. But I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Like, you see these stars. I mean, and I coming from me, I should say, I see bigger YouTubers and I think, wow, they have so much money. They have, you know, the world at their fingertips, and they have people that work for them, and they have editors maybe, and they have a team, and they have this and they have that, and they have a nice car, and, you know, some of them might really, really genuinely just love their life. They might, and they might just be very, very happy. But I guess for all those people that I've put on a pedestal for myself, one way or the other, I get scared when I see people who are just successful as others, or more so, and it doesn't matter. Their demons still catch up with them. And that's scary. That's a scary, scary thing. And it's like, how do I make sure that I don't turn into one of those stories, you know? And I don't think I'm ever going to commit suicide or anything like that. I'm nowhere near that right now. It's a scary idea that that could technically be an option for literally anyone to do. And I think I'm really, really struggling to remain in the present these past few days. I've been thinking about years down the road and different options for myself down the road, on YouTube, where I'm going to live, children, marriage, what have you. I don't know. There's just a lot that's going on in my head, and I think that part of it is normal for a 26-year-old anyone to go through. You're going to have this little bit of a mid-20s crisis, and I think that part of it's just not at all normal. And one of the things in the video I wanted to talk about is, for years I struggled with the stigma that it's not normal to go to therapy, and it's not normal to admit that you have a mental health issue. I don't know why. Clearly there are people who have physical health issues who constantly are talking about them, and it's not seen as like, oh, they're weak, like no one would do that. I don't know why people would think that of someone with mental health issues, but I personally go see a therapist every week. I'm on antidepressants. Like, I'm not here to BS. I'm just being honest. I've been clinically depressed before, and antidepressants do help me, and I'm kind of sick of that stigma that's out there that, oh, if you go to a freaking therapist every week, like, you shouldn't tell anyone because that's embarrassing. And I don't know why that's supposed to be viewed as embarrassing. If anything, it's something that I feel like I'm proud of myself for. I take care of myself. I work out 4 times a week because I know that it helps my mental health. And that's really important. And I think another thing that's been going on in my life is I've just kind of been really, really burning myself out. And it's really hard for me personally to say, that's enough. I can't do anymore. It's very, very difficult for me to say that I'm at capacity, because I'm always like, no, I think I could do one more thing. Or, I'm pretty sure I could keep doing these Ranger review videos and front load them and then go back to doing, this stuff and take a break here and then kind of manage my time constantly. And sometimes it's realistic and sometimes it's not. And, I made a list of life goals for myself recently, and some of those things on there are going to take years for me to complete, like writing a book or having, I don't even know how many subscribers I want, or just like goals. And seeing stuff like that is really overwhelming as much as it is beneficial. I don't know what I'm talking about in this video anymore. I just wanted to put up something to just say that if you are someone who is going through something, I'm sorry. And maybe I get it, maybe I don't. But if you need assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to people that can help you, because each and every one of us is worth getting help for. And I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine. I think I'm just going through a very natural, like, trough in my life right now, and that's okay. That's totally normal, and that's okay. It's just a low right now. There'll be a even greater high later on, and everything will be fine. I just am, for whatever reason, going downhill, and then I'll come back up, and that's cool. But if you are someone who keeps feeling that they're just stuck in the downhill stage of everything, don't hesitate to get help. Even if you think it's going to be embarrassing or weird or awkward or what have you, just don't. Just don't. It's so worth it, and it's not worth your time to not do something. because, like I said, we're all worth fighting for ourselves for. And I kind of hate the idea of people saying, oh, that's being selfish or anything like that. Because I have genuinely seen that before online, that basically if you ever put yourself before other people, it's incredibly selfish unless you are a certain type of person, and then it's okay and whatever. Maybe I just put too much stock in what other people think of me. I truly most likely do. So that's all I wanted to say. Some words of encouragement here. Just take care of yourself and know when to take a break. I say that as I'm making sure that there's going to be a video up on a Saturday anyways. You know, I'm a work in progress. We all are. But this thing called life is weird, and it's uncharted for all of us until that point. You know, you're never going to be who you are today tomorrow. Like, that's just not how the world works. It's not how life works. You're not going to be the same person that you were today as you are tomorrow, technically. And it's going to be okay. And I keep saying it's just going to be okay. Whatever you're going through, even if it's great, you know, you could be going through something really, really amazing right now. Unfortunately, it probably won't last for forever, and that's okay. That means that you're living life, that it's going to dip back down. And for me, that means that it's going to swing back up, and that's okay. But I think I've rambled on enough. I do love you guys so much. There will continue to be videos of Ranger reviews during Tuesdays and Thursdays. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week for another brand new video. And I love you guys so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week for another brand new video. Later.